Bonjour Victor.
Bonjour.
Hello, Victor.
Bonjour. I'm okay.
Had some salt.
Yeah.
So, final home stretch?
Yes, indeed.
For AFCON?
For AFCON. And indeed, the wait is finally over. The 31st edition of the AFCON kicks off tomorrow in Gabon. And just a quick reminder that the tournament was initially planned to be staged in Libya, but CAF withdrew Libya's hosting rights owing to the current, the ongoing political impasse in the country. Now, most of the teams are already through with their preparations, and also the 4 venues in the 4 host cities are ready. That is the Fonceville, Oyem, and the Port-Gentil. It's also worth noting that out of the 16 teams, only 4 coaches are local. Senegal's Aliou Cisse, Florent Ibenge of the DRC, Guinea-Bissau's Basiro Kande, and Zimbabwe's Callisto Pasua. Well, a few years back, there was a mild campaign by the late Nigerian coach Stephen Keshi for African coaches to be trusted more, but it appears the tide has not changed heading to this year's tournament. But altogether, it's going to be a great show, and the continent is surely going to enjoy.
Absolutely. Now, it's very uncertain. The way the teams are set up in front is very uncertain how whoever is going to win these matches.
Yeah.
Taking on to the World Cup, the whole 48 teams from 32.
Yes, and away from the AFCON is that it's now official that come 2026, the FIFA World Cup will have 48 countries, up from the current 32. Now, this comes after FIFA's ruling council unanimously approved the expansion earlier this week. Now, this is an indication that the global game is growing, keeping in mind that the first ever World Cup that was staged in Uruguay in 1930 had only 13 teams participating. Now, the idea is Gianni Infantino's brainchild to widen the game's appeal and also to enrich the federation's coffers. Now, the new tournament format will comprise of 16 groups, each with 3 teams. But the tournament period, however, doesn't change. It will still be running for 32 days as before. And of course, there are fears that this will diminish the quality of entertainment in the tournament. But this cannot be any bad for the continent, because what it means is that 9 teams from the continent will represent Africa in the World Cup, up from the current 5. So Kenya has a chance of
going this time round. And I think whatever Gianni Infantino is doing is a good thing, because the moment you hear your team is in a certain world champion sports,
yes,
it's only sports people are going to talk about. And with the kind of conflicts we have going on around in the country, in the continent,
yes,
it might make people forget their troubles.
Yes.
Victor, vous nous parlez souvent de sujets un peu insolites sur...
Victor, we know you have an interesting segment talking about wife carrying competition. What is this about?
And yes, we now reserve this 3rd slot for the wacky, weird world of sports. Last week we spoke about witchcraft in Rwandan football. Now this week today we are going to introduce you to a sport you probably didn't know existed. It's called the wife carrying championship. Now in this sport, couples put their relationship and their muscles to test by running through an obstacle course that includes log hurdles and sand traps and mud. Lots of mud. Now, the event, as the title suggests, implies that the man has to carry his beloved wife the whole 278-yard course. Now, the couple with the fastest time wins fame, glory, and the interesting bit is the woman's weight in beer and an amount of cash equal to 5 times her weight.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Victor. That was a very interesting segment.